Hey everyone, it's Gabrielle and welcome back to the Bar of the Bay. In this total body workout, we're going to be doing most of it in first position. So heels together, toes apart, tailbone drawn down to where you're neutral. And we're going to do a lot of working through the core. So as we lift our arms up nice and long, we're going to try not to lift our ribcage open. We're going to keep it down. We're going to exhale, flatten the belly, and then tone the side body muscles. So for this workout, I'm going to be using a pair of 2-pound hand weights. You can do this workout without any weights if you just want the movement, or you can turn up the heat and you can grab a pair of 3s. For this workout, you're also going to want some space because we're going to be moving nice and big, and if you have long arms like myself, you're going to want some room to move. And then we'll also be coming down to the 4% planks. So if you are on a hard surface, grab a mat. If you don't have a mat, grab a towel or a throw pillow or just something that you can pop underneath your knees for the kneeling push-ups. All right, so get your space ready and let's get started. Okay, so let's begin in our first position on the mat. So your heels are together, your toes are apart, and your tailbone is drawn down to where your knees are not hyperextended. We're gonna begin with a nice deep breath into your nose, exhale through your mouth, compress the ribcage down and firm up your belly. Now you're up nice and tall, and we're going to stretch our arms forward and back, forward and back. And as you're letting those arms move forward and back, you're going to keep your abs flexed and practice letting those arms go forward and back without the ribcage moving. You don't want to sway here. You really want to work through the core. So exhale, squeeze your belly in nice and tight. Now we're going to add a heel lift. So we're going to go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Do your best to not shift or let your hip come up. Just peel the foot open. Great, now let's hit that exhale one more time. Breathing out. Flexing the abs in. So you're really, really strong through that core. And we're going to add a lift. So ready, lift, lift, lift. And lift. If the coordination gets to be too crazy with the arms, place your hands on your hips and challenge yourself to hold those abs nice and firm. Lift and lift, lift and lift. Good. Let's check in with your posture. Reach that spine nice and tall. Perfect. You've got a few more here. Let's take it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hands to your hips. Let's check that V. We're gonna exhale, pull the abs in, and we're gonna bring those arms off to the side. We're gonna rotate them up or rotate them down, or rotate them up or rotate them down. Perfect. So you want a nice stretch through the front of your arm. Little stretch through the shoulder. Great, keep that going. And let's check the posture again. As you open and close your arms, you want to feel that rotation happening through the arm muscles. Try your best not to dump into your lower back. So basically I want you to have your abs flexed the whole workout. No big deal. Now let's hold this last one here. Exhale again, tummy is in tight. Let's pulse it back. Feel that nice stretch happening to the front of your arm and your shoulder. Good, now gently look it to your left. Feel that stretch a little deeper. And then look to your right. And then back to the front, and then palms come down. You are going to squat and then reach it forward. Come back up, squat and reach. So you're staying in your first position, you're gonna stick your booty out, and then you're gonna tuck it underneath you. So now we are flowing through, coming out of our neutral, into that squat, and then back up for that strong core. Keep working. So try to find your length at the top. Try not to dump into your back. Really find your length. Keep that going. Get ready, we're gonna pulse it out here in 4, 3, 2, last rep, hold it, and let's pulse it down. Really root all of your energy into your heels. Maybe even pinch them a little bit. Try to get your knees tracking over your second toe. This is a tricky move because your body's gonna wanna favor one cheek or the other. So I want you to press evenly with both of those legs and do the same thing on the squeeze. Press, squeeze, press, squeeze, press, squeeze, press, squeeze. You got it. Keep that going. Few more seconds. Let's hold. We're gonna balance challenge. You're going to peel those heels up off the floor. If you can, abs are engaged. You're going to press, press, press from that squat. Flex the thighs and roll it down. Perfect job. Now you're gonna stay in your nice tall position. You're going to reach those arms up into a swan lift. When you're here, we want to try not to crunch into the shoulders. Really lengthen through that side body. So you're just going to feel that movement as you come down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice and graceful. Just feeling those side body muscles stretch. Now give them a little squeeze on the way down. Perfect. Keep that working. Now let's check with the posture. Check with the core. Make sure as you lift, it's not dumping into your back. You're feeling that lengthen and squeeze, lengthen and squeeze. Now we're gonna add some leg movement. If this gets too crazy, just hold a plie. Now we're gonna lift and add a brush and a squeeze. A brush and a squeeze, you got it? Lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Think drawing that energy into your core. So we're gonna pull the belly button in and stay strong through our lower body. Perfect. Brush lift and squeeze. Brush lift and squeeze. You're doing great. Keep working on all those moving parts. Brush lift, squeeze. Brush lift and squeeze. You've got it. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Keep your abs tight. Go 4. And 3, and 2. Last one. Let's bring those arms up. And flip your palms. Reach as tall as you can and then stretch. Just to the side. Feet. And let's take it to the other side. Feel that lengthen along your ribcage. And exhale. And sweep those arms down. So let's take it down to our mat and we're gonna get into a plank in that first position. So start near tabletop, hands are nice and wide, shoulders away from the ears, pinch your heels together. Then straighten out the legs and you can just kind of scoot those feet back. You really wanna be on the ball of your foot. So you're gonna get as much flex as you can, heels together. If this is too much, stay on your knees, let's exhale. Pull those abdomen really tight. Find as much length in your spine as you can and exhale. Now you can continue to hold your plank or you can follow me. We're gonna bend and press. So you're gonna do a little plie. Push the floor away. Flexing those abs really tight. Keep your spine straight. Just 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, you're gonna come down to your knees, release your hands, and then fall nicely into your triceps. Try not to stick your booty in the air. You're gonna lower and press, lower and press. You got it. 3 and 4. Just 4 more. Push it out. Go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and press. Keep those arms really long. Tuck your tailbone and stretch. Come back nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. Feeling that length and drop your head. One more nice deep breath. Here we go. We're gonna roll it on up and repeat. So option to stay on your knees. I'm gonna click my heels together and then get into that nice plank position. Sometimes you've got to rearrange a little on your mat. Let's exhale for 4. Exhale for 3. Tugging that belly button in. Exhale for 2. Exhale for 1. Hold that squeeze. Bend your knees and squeeze. Bend and squeeze. You're gonna keep your body still. Keep those hips level. And 4. And 3. Tug that lower tummy in. And 2. The last rock. Come down to your knees. Peel your feet off the floor. Scoop that belly in. Let's fall into those triceps for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Great work. Take it. 4. And 3. And 2. Last rock. Push it back. And let's rest into that child's pose. Feel that stretch and lengthen through your back. All right, so we're gonna hit one more round. If this was really tough for you, go ahead and hold in the half push-up or the tricep push-up. So you can be half here, you can be right here, wherever you feel like you can make it happen. So I'm gonna come all the way back up into my full plank. Draw that tailbone down, exhale. Really tug my tongue in super, super tight. And let's repeat for 3. Repeat for 2. Repeat for 1. So we're squeezed, and here we go, bend, flex. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Flex those out, go 4, and 3, and 2. Last drop, come down your knees, hang in there, guys. Stay nice and strong, scoop your belly. Let's tricep press. 1, and 2, 3. Keep it small. 4, you've got this. Take it. 4, and 3. Do your best, go 2, and 1. Ooh, and let's take it back. And stretch that out. 8 reps doesn't seem like much, but it will pack the heat in those shoulders after you've been in those planks. So we're gonna come on back up. I want you to grab a sip of water if you need it, and we're gonna get our 2-pound hand weights. All right, so we're gonna begin in that first position. Shoulders are back, exhale, abs are flexed, and we're going to lift those arms up nice and high. And I want you to keep your ribcage down. You're gonna squeeze, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. So keep that moving. As you lift and squeeze, try not to lift and lower with the chest, just the arms. And as you do that, as you keep that core engaged and that nice tall plie, you're gonna feel those side body muscles toning. Abs engaged, spine is long, squeeze your thighs. Keeping those hands just slightly in front of you. You got it, lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Now if the weights get too heavy, or if you're feeling tension in your neck, you can go ahead and just drop those weights or pick up some lighter ones. You got it, lift and lower, lift and lower. Now we're gonna add that tap to the side that we did in our warm-up. You're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. So really shooting that energy through your core as you lift and come down, lift and come down. Remember, keep those hands slightly in front of your body so you're working through your back and it's not too much shoulders. You got it, lift and lower, lift and lower. A few more seconds here. Let's keep it nice and strong. We're gonna pause at the top in 4, and 3, and 2. Last rep, hold, bring those hands behind your head. Woo, shoulders are gonna feel a little toasty. Let's go heels together. Draw that tailbone down. You're gonna press up for 1, and 2. Resting your weights on top of your head. You've got it. Work through those abs. Let's exhale, squeeze them. Take it 8, and 7, 6, and 5. You've got it, go 4, 3, 2. Last rep, and hold. Let's plie, and we're gonna pulse it out 1, and 2, 3, and 4. You've got it. Weight in your heels. Nice strong core. Keep that going. Woo, let's feel that burn. Take it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last rep, and bring those arms down. Let's shake that out of the shoulders. We're gonna keep our first position here. You're gonna exhale, squeeze that belly, and we're gonna come into a row. So you're gonna plie forward fold, maintaining that tall posture. You're not gonna curl, you're gonna stay right here, stay rooted down. And from this position, you're going to squeeze. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, base of the shoulder blades. Just try not to lift that chest. Keep the core active. So you're gonna squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. So even if these weights feel kind of light at first, I want you to keep it controlled. Try not to let those arms just shoot down. Excellent. Now let's take a look at those feet. We want to have an even V. Great, now let's exhale again. Flex those abs in really tight. Awesome, now we are going to go in for a pulse down with those legs. Go 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So you're sitting down in your seat and you're squeezing that lower area of your shoulder blades where it meets your back. Squeeze and squeeze, squeeze and squeeze. You're doing great. If you want to get a little bit lower and challenge yourself, go ahead and do that here. Now you're only going to be able to go as low as your ankle will let you stretch. So if you feel yourself swaying, look a little higher. You're doing great. Get ready to hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it right here. Release. We're going to try to lift those heels up off the floor. Abs are still engaged. Chest is up, back is straight. And if you're here, you're going to squeeze up. 4, 1 and 2. Keeping your body really still. Pinch those heels together. If you lose it, that's okay. Just drop back down to your heels. Remember, we're working through the core. So we're not going to whip this up through the shoulder. We are squeezing through those muscles in our core and in our back. They all kind of work together. Now, if you're really feeling fancy, we're going to come back to the doubles. And you're going to try to pulse down, pulse down, pulse down, pulse down. Awesome. Heels together. Belly in firm. Let's take it for that last 8 and 7, 6 and 5. You got it. Go 4 and 3 and 2. The last one. Release it. Let's come on up. Shake that out. And we're going to go into a first position lunge. So you're going to take it back and then come forward. Take it back and come forward. So that knee is going to bend out. And I want you to bring your hands forward with you. Good, so that way as you come into this lunge, you're not letting your hips go with you. It's not a curtsy. You want those hips to stay really straight. You can check in with your hips if you want. Place your hands on those hips. Try to keep them nice and level. Adding that reach. If it's too much on your knees, you can come into a parallel. Gonna keep that reach and reach, reach and reach. And we're gonna take it through this just a little longer. And then of course, we're gonna go in for that pulse. Ready here, 4, 3, 2. Hold it right there, hands to hips. Working that front leg, you're gonna go down and down, down and down. Great job, go down and down, down and down. You should be feeling this right in the tush. Keep your hips level. Perfect, just a few more seconds. And we'll take it to the other side. Bring it up, reach, find your body position and take it down and down, down and down. That back foot, it's more like to steer you forward. Again, keep those hips super, super level. That means you're gonna tone those cheeks evenly. Exhale, squeeze that tummy in. You're doing awesome. Few more here. We're gonna take it down and down, down and down. Ready to go, 4 and 3 and 2. The last rep, let's bring it on up. We are going to come back to that first position. Really draw that tailbone down. One more time with those swan lifts. So we're gonna take this up. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Flex those abs in and squeeze it down. Really aiming to sculpt that side body. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep that going. Lift and lower. Chin up and down. Up and down. Let's keep that tailbone down. As the body gets tired or those posture muscles get tired, so tempting to lift and lower that rib cage. So I want you to keep working through those abs. Now we're going to add a heel lift with this. This is your balance challenge. You're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So heels stay together. Reach it up, squeeze it down. Reach it up, squeeze it down. Here, try to do this now with an exhale. Drawing your belly in. Awesome. If that heel lift is too much for you, you can do a plie. All right, let's work through this burn. We're taking it for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. You got it, just 4 and 3 and 2. Last rep, let's lower it down. Scoop those arms in. Last move here, guys. We're gonna scoop the arms out for a bicep curl, and we're gonna scoop them in. Scoop them out, scoop them in. Excellent. Scoop them out, scoop them in. Now, as you're doing this, try not to let your arms move a lot in front of your body. It's just a rotation. You got it. So you're gonna squeeze it this way. Try not to lift them. Squeeze it this way. Now we're gonna get fancy. We're gonna add a plie. Plie, plie, plie. Great job. If the coordination gets too much, that's okay. Just omit the plie. Now, as we're scooping those weights in and we're doing that plie, it's gonna be tempting for the body to fall forward. So this is where you're gonna kind of tuck. I say that loosely because I don't want you to over tuck. But I do want that tailbone dropping straight down. Squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze and squeeze. Now one more trick. We're gonna add a dip. A dip. So you're gonna keep that plie happening. Just this tiny little breakaway of the foot behind you. We're gonna feel the ball of your foot hit the floor. Scoop and scoop. Scoop and scoop. Those biceps should be feeling fantastic. Again, if this move is just too much coordination, that's totally okay. Perfect. We're gonna take it back to our first position here in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it back to that first. Roll those shoulders out. Sweep those arms out. Bring them behind you. Plant them on the back of your hips. Now you can peel that chest up. Tuck that tailbone down. Maybe even soften those knees. And then we're going to release the weights down. And we're going to bring those arms in for a nice deep stretch. I want you to sweep them up as high as they can go. You're going to grab your arm, lift it up tall, and then reach again. Big stretch. Long exhale. You're going to take that same arm. It's going to come behind you. Reach with your fingertips. Try not to crunch your shoulders. Let them stay relaxed, and then pull. Great job. Feel that length happening, especially now those muscles are nice and warm. And then let's release that. And we're gonna do the other side. So big sweep up. And reach, grab the wrist, come over. Soften those knees, you're staying in that tall plie. Sorry, tall first position. And then let's come back up. Bring your arm behind and fingers to elbow. Exhale, use your upper body strength. Draw that tailbone down to soften the knees. It's gonna help you deepen your stretch. And let's release that. And we're gonna take it to the mat one more time and stretch out the glutes. So you're gonna pop down onto your mat And you're gonna start with your feet in front of you. You're gonna take your right leg, put it underneath you. Take the left one, pick it up and over as much as it'll go. Stand up or sit up nice and tall. Really trying to find your sitting bones here. And let's take a deep breath in. Relaxing breath out. And let's let those glutes stretch. Feel free to just wiggle around and find a position that feels good for you. This can be a little tough to sit in this position if you're really tight in your hips, but it's a great stretch to work up to. Okay, so we're gonna just take this a little deeper. If you can, flat back, pull yourself forward. You really wanna feel this opening through the seat. I also like to support my knee here. And with an inhale, let's go ahead and release that. And then we're gonna do the other side. So starting back centered, you're gonna take that leg underneath, scooch this one up, hooking your ankle, and then find those sitting bones. Then you can release it. When we're doing these stretches where it's one leg then the other leg, try to be mindful of what side has more range of motion. Because the goal with flexibility is to get things even. So if the right side can go really, really far, you don't want to just continue to stretch it. You want to kind of pause it where the left side was and try to get the left side to catch up. So just try to keep that in mind when you're doing your stretches. Now if you can, we're ready for that second round. So we're just going to flat back forward, keeping the chest lifted, and breathe. Really try to let those hips relax onto the floor. And then we're going to slowly inhale up. And we're done. You completed your workout today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys back next workout.